sir. We're ready when you are. We'll do one segment break, and then... You're looking live at Warrior Complex in Troy, Michigan, where this afternoon, Game 3 of 3 games today, and it's the rubber match. St. Mary's took Game 1, 6-5. Brother Rice took Game 2, 6-3, and they ended the 16-game winning streak by St. Mary's over Rice. And St. Mary's has ran into a Brother Rice team, Nick DePonio, that, look, they come out here in Game 2, get a win, get a nice pitching outing from Blake Illich, and they'll try to ride that momentum into Game 3. And it'll be King on the mound against Anthony Pacey. It's a fun pitching matchup between a couple of number 2 aces on the mound for both teams.
Yeah, Brother Rice did a great job in Game 1, in all aspects of the game. And the three things that you look at are walks, as a pitching staff, strikeouts on offense, and errors in the field. And
Sure.
They won all 3 of those, and credit to them. That's a really good team.
Check, check, check. So, Game 3 looks like this, as Orchard Lake St. Mary's will bat first. Parker Brustevich will lead off, and he is at third base. Hunter Brustevich is right next to him at shortstop. He'll bat second. It'll be Grimmer batting third. He'll DH for the pitcher Pacey. Jason Oliver will bat fourth, and he will be at second base. Will Boisenau is in left field batting fifth. Vincent Cowdery will bat sixth and do the catching. Aiden Donovan will bat seventh, and he is back at first base. Luke Crichton in center field batting eighth, and batting ninth, Kyle Kavik. And Kavik is at, they got him at first base? No, they got him in right field. So Kavik in right. They will face the right-handed pitching of the King. The King is back. This is Ryan King, the uncommitted right-hander, and a guy that has a nice breaking ball. He did throw 3 1/3 scoreless innings against Orchard Lake St. Mary's back on the 19th of April. And look, he's going to face a hungry, angry team in Orchard Lake, but he's been up for the task several times, including his last time out against Liggett a week and a half ago.
Yeah, and St. Mary's is going to want to get, right to these guys in inning 1 and try to make some things happen and really put that last game behind them.
So, King taking his final warm-up tosses. And the defense behind King looks like this. It'll be Vanamede, Chase at third base. Taransky back over there at first.
Now batting number 9.
Tristan Crane, the shortstop. And Max Orozco at second base. Alfredo Velasquez in left field. Braden Dowd in center. And Fox in right field. We're set to go. In the box is Parker Brustevich. And we are underway for Game 3, first pitch 4:18. He's Nick DePonio. My name is Chad Bush. Glad you're with us on the prep. Overcast day, but we'll take it. It's 66 degrees. Inside corner strike call to the Notre Dame commit, Parker Brustevich. Brustevich can play all over. He, of course, pitches. You can see him at shortstop, third base, first base, right field. He can do it all. These are versatile guys you need to win. That's a pop-up on the infield. Tristan Crane will circle it, and that's out number 1.
That was a good pitch right there. That fastball on the inside half of the plate tied him up a little bit and wasn't able to get his hands extended out through that and got the lead guy.
So that'll bring up Hudson Brustevich, who's had a couple of hits today. Hudson checks into competition with some good numbers offensively. Had a really hot start to the year, batting .289. He has driven in 9 on the year. There's a hard hit ball to second and through the glove of Orozco. That was a laser beam. We'll see how they score it. They will call it a hit, it appears, and it is.
Yeah, that kid's just got great discipline at the plate. Looks for what he wants, gets his hands extended through that, hits it hard, and drives it through the middle.
That'll bring up Blake Grimmer, who's doing the designated hitting today. He will hit for the pitcher for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, who today in the game 2 is Anthony Pacey, the first-year Eaglet.
I just saw bars.
Wind blowing in a bit. That continues to be a theme. Grimmer slashes one high and deep and into the Troy Knight. Grimmer batting .373 on the year. He hit his second home run of the year back on Wednesday night in Grosse Pointe in rain and wind. And he's in a battle here against King. What do you see so far from Mr. King that you like?
Yeah, he's kind of a straight over the top type of guy. He's got good arm action with the fastball. Curveball's good. Another power arm out of these two teams.
Yeah. Gets up to about 89 or so. He's a guy that's still out there. 6'4", 190, full count now. Runner on first, 1 out, no score. St. Mary's led 2-0 at the start of game 1. Brother Rice would come back with 5 runs in the third. And they would never look back. There's a shot to right. This one's deep, going back, and that is long gone. Blake Grimmer into the wind, and the future Volunteer has given the Eaglets another 2-0 lead here in the first.
Well, that's how you forget about game 1 real quick. Got himself a pitch on the inner half, and he didn't miss it.
Grimmer's third of the year. And for the second time this week, he goes splash city to right. For Grimmer, it's RBIs number 11 and 12.
Is it choppy on yours?
So that'll bring up Jason Oliver, batting cleanup for Matt Petrie in his 13th year. 5 state titles to Petrie's credit. The guy to my right responsible for the first state title in St. Mary's history in 1998, Nick DePonio. Ground ball to Orozco, throw to first. And there's 2 outs and 2 runs in here in the top of the first.
Now batting number 16, Will Bossenow.
Here's Will Boisenow. Right-handed hitter as Oliver's out. Bases clear. Boisenow is third on the team in hitting. .383 average checking into competition today.
And really in his first year of full-time action for Orchard Lake, and that just shows you how deep the program is, that they can bring in a kid like this, and he can step right in and have the kind of year that he's having is exactly what they need.
Loops one lazy up the middle, no man's land. Orozco has to hurry, and they won't get him. It's a seeing eye infield single, and that just means you're living right.
That's a broken wood bat for certain. The benefit of using aluminum. It just found the spot where nobody was. Pretty good play. He almost got him.
Really was. Orozco on the hustle, but they could not get Boisenow, who has plus speed, and could be on the move here against the right-handed pitcher King. This is Vincent Cowdery, the Grand Valley State commit, And he looks at a breaking ball that stays up tall.
Yeah, I think Coach Petrie's going to want to try to move this guy, get him in motion, try to get him into scoring position. Guy with good speed, 2 outs. Try to put some more pressure on him.
Fouled away. St. Mary's will play on Monday in Orchard Lake against the Cowboys of Detroit Western. La Vasqueros are in the house for one single game. St. Mary's will take on De La Salle on Wednesday. Swing and a miss. Cowdery's out, and so are the Eaglets. But not before they get a couple runs on the Grimmer blast to right. 2-0 OL SF.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Chad and Nick back with you in Troy, Michigan. 2-0 St. Mary's on the Grimmer 2-run shot to right. In the top half of the inning, St. Mary's coming off 3 straight losses now. And although they won game 1, it's retroed back to the 19th of April. So right now, Eaglets trying to get nice, and they started out the right way. 3 hits in the first inning and 2 runs on a very tough right-handed arm in Ryan King.
Yeah, it's a great start for them. Right now they're going to look for Anthony to come in here, throw strikes, and try to get a shutdown inning for him, get him back in the dugout.
This is Anthony Pacey, the right-hander, in his first year in the red and white. And Pacey, a guy that is a Division I caliber pitcher, has an offer from Xavier. And he'll face the leadoff man, Ryan Turansky. It'll be Turansky, Crane, and Fox, followed by Turner, Velasquez, Chase, Vandermeed, Dowd, Cheeseman, and Orozco. The defense looks like this. It's Cowdery behind home plate, Parker Brustevich at third, Hudson Brustevich at short, and a leadoff walk for Turansky. Oliver at second, Donovan at first, Boisenau in left, Crichton in center, and Kyle Kavik in right field. Leadoff walk, and here comes Tristan Crane. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. What do you see out of Pacey so far?
Well, he's another good, it seems like every guy that they run out there's got a plus fastball and good breaking ball, but another guy that's going to run it up into the upper 80s, around 90. Pretty good command.
A little giddy up on that fastball.
From the long line of Pacey athletes out of Farmington Hills, Harrison.
Yeah, it is that family, right?
Yep.
Some Paisans, too? Extra credit?
Absolutely. If you end up in a vowel, you're okay with me.
I'm in trouble. I named my first son Anthony. Does that work?
That
Is
works.
Good? Okay, cool.
We'll take you.
Oh, I love it. Man on, nobody out. Tristan Crane, a fine right-handed stick against the number 2 starter for St. Mary's, Anthony Pacey. And Crane is out on strikes for excessive window shopping.
Yeah, big pitch right there. Caught the edge of the outside corner. That's exactly what he needed to do there. Throw a strike and good spot.
Yes, sir.
Tough pitch to do anything with.
Strike called. So this is Fox, who had a couple of RBIs. In game 2.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a little bit off the edge there on both sides. So see how much you can extend it at this point if you're St. Mary's. See what you can get on that outside corner.
Taransky with good speed on at first, a big lead, not going, and this one's popped up to right field, fairly deep near the track. Crichton has room. And retires Tristan Crane.
13, Owen Turner.
Here comes OT, Owen Turner.
No, nice job of settling down there after walking the leadoff guy. A couple of quick outs here, back to work, and try to close this thing out, get his team back in the dugout.
The Prep Zone Andy Alvey is in the booth. Hockey analyst. Good to see Aaron Atrio as well, St. Mary's alum. He's out here somewhere. Andy with an unidentified solo cup in the house. 2 outs. Where's mine? Pitch, swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Pacey, an emotional burst off from that hill.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we want to do there. Get your guys back in the dugout and keep scoring.
Pacey with a punch out and a little bit of hype afterwards. 2-0 Eaglets.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
So here come the reigning national champions. Orchard Lake St. Mary's to lead things off in the top of the second. Aiden Donovan, the Michigan State commit, will step in against the firing right-hander Ryan King. A couple of fine young athletes here going at it. The rivalry continues. Take 3 on this fine Saturday, May afternoon. Donovan batting in the 7th spot. 7, 8, and 9 due up. Luke Crichton in the on-deck circle. Brother Rice next week will play UAD on the road for a couple on Wednesday before moving on to Grosse Pointe next Saturday for a double dip. We'll have coverage of that ball game. A 10 a.m. start. Oh, they moved it back an hour for us? Oh, that's early. Usually 11 a.m. start. They're going to start it at 10. That one's left upstairs, and we're in a full count now with nobody on, nobody out. 2-0 St. Mary's, top of the second. So a big series coming up against Liggett, a team they swept back on the 26th. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Donovan's out, a K for King.
Yeah, I saw all pitches there. Had a pretty good at-bat, just climbed the ladder on that fastball. It's tough to handle that pitch in the top of the strike zone like that, especially with a guy that's got a little bit of giddy-up on that fastball.
He's got some giddy-up. St. Mary's came in number 1 ranked in the state of Michigan. And Brother Rice, I've seen him ranked anywhere from 3 down to 8. I don't believe this is the 8th best team in the state.
No, this is a good team.
This is
these kids can play.
Yeah, this is no worse than a top 5 team, if not the second number 2 team. They're trying to make an argument to be the number 1 team today. And trying to take 2 of 3 from St. Mary's on this first May Saturday. This is Luke Crichton, the center fielder. Good size, good skill, but King starting to really lock in. He gets another K back to back.
Yeah, he's getting into a groove. We saw that in game 1 with Illich. Same thing.
King now with his 3rd strikeout has yet to walk anyone. He has given up 3 hits and both runs earned. Kavik smashes one to center, hit hard but right at the center fielder Dowd. And the Eaglets go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom half of the 2nd inning in Troy. 2-0 St. Mary's.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Yes. Welcome back to Troy, Michigan. On a overcast day, game 3 of 3 games today. Thanks for grueling it out with us today on the prep. What a fun day of baseball. Glad to bring it to you. Glad to have Nick DePonio in the house, in the booth. St. Mary's grad of 1998 and a former head coach at St. Mary's from 2005 to 2010. Things are different in 2023. This is really a golden era of baseball, and I know it extends back to when you started the state title run in 98. But there's a rip to left, another hit for Fredo, who tells his bench to let's go. So a single quickly off of Pacey. And here comes Vandermeed Chase. Here's another look.
I didn't try to do too much right there. Took what he got and drove it the other way, and that's a really good piece of hitting there. You can see why that kid's had so much success this year.
Going the other way. He went the other way for a home run in Orchard Lake, opposite field. So here's Chase Vandermeed, who you can see on the mound. You can see at third base. And you can see him in South Bend in the future. He's committed to the Irish. Coach's dream. His coaches have described him as. And he's got 2 twin brothers on the club as well, both sophomores. Squares to bunt, and that is fouled back. So now in a 2-strike bind with a man on and nobody out.
Yeah, there's your Catholic League 1 bunt foul for a strike before you're out, and probably going to go ahead and turn him loose here to hit. See if he can move the runner along.
Yes, sir. Got him on strikes. Chase is out.
Now batting center fielder, number 21.
A great spot for that pitch. Fastball inner half and ties him up a little bit. And, you know, pitching on the inside half of the plate, kind of a lost art in high school baseball, but you see it kind of effectively here from both of these squads.
No doubt. So 1 out. 3rd strikeout already for Pacey. And here comes a tough task. Braden Dowd, the Southern Cal commit. Good pop. Left-hander against the righty. Good speed at first in Velasquez. Going with a pitch inside. Cowdery's throw is a good one, but it's not in time.
Yeah, tough pitch right there for the catcher. Had to reach over into the inside part of the batter's box and kind of had to throw across his body. Tough one to throw on.
Sure is. And a good one to run on.
Yep.
In scoring position now is Fredo. Pacey's fastball, and he's not interested in really coming and challenging
Now
Dowd.
batting, number 14, Alex Cheeseman.
Here comes the Cheeseman. Alex Cheeseman, the hitter, the future UAB Blazer, and Cowdery wants to come out and talk about it. Signs and such, things catchers talk about.
Yeah, he's probably maybe changing up the sequence of the pitches here. And really probably telling them you're a ground ball away. At this point, you're a ground ball away from getting out of this inning. Go ahead and make your pitch here. Nothing hurt.
That's right.
Let's get back in the dugout.
There go the runners, double steal, and that's a hit and run double steal that's foul. Giving chase was Kyle Kavik with lightning speed, but even Kyle couldn't catch it.
Yeah, both runners got a good jump on that one. And it's really hard to let that go in a 1-1 count. You really got to be ready to swing, and whether it was a straight steal or a hit and run, those guys got a good jump and were off.
Good speed on the base pass all around and at the plate. Pacey against Cheeseman. Ground ball to third, redirected to short. Everybody's safe. It's the second hit of the inning. And sometimes you got to hit it where they ain't.
Yeah, that's your ground ball with eyes right there. But, you know, the big thing is you keep that ball on the infield and you save a run. So while you want the out for sure, you know, worst case scenario there, you keep it in front of you, and you still got the double play in play here and ground ball away.
And you got one of your best hitters up in Orozco. Had a hit last game and a big spot here with the bases loaded and his team down 2 in the bottom of the second with 1 out. Squeeze?
Maybe.
Pacey's pitch outside. Now that maybe changes. Orozco, a good swinging second baseman. Off to a hot start this year. A lot of competition.
And he's very impressive defensively too. He does it both ways.
Had an outstanding grab in game 2. And he chops one here. It'll get at least one in and throw to first. Not in time. an infield single, and an RBI for Max Orozco. Into score comes Velasquez, and the Eaglet lead has been cut in half.
Yeah, those are tough. I mean, those are two at bats. The guys really don't put the barrel on the ball, but they put it in spots that are tough to defend, and got a nice little turf hop there.
So, RBI Orozco, Ryan Taransky, the leadoff man, is up. And Rice still with the bases loaded and one out. And Pacey with a little more pressure as the walls start to close in here. 2-1 St. Mary's on top. Eaglets trying to stop a 3-game losing streak. Rice trying to continue their 11-game win streak. And that one's blistered onto Equity Drive. Might have hit one of those nice SUVs out there. Wind continues to blow in on this 65-degree Saturday evening. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep. Ground ball to short could be 2, and it could be none, and it will be none. Brustevich got big eyes and wanted 2. He got none. Rice is tied it at 2 on the air by the freshman shortstop.
Yeah, tried to make the transfer there before the ball got into his glove, and it's unfortunate. You know, you only have a split second here to turn it, so you know what he's thinking. You got to get it and get rid of it, and first thing is you got to catch it.
Yes, sir. So we're tied at 2, and the bases are still loaded, and there's still one down, and that'll bring up Tristan Crane, the shortstop, the number 2 hitter in Bob Riker's lineup. Riker in his 32nd year. Kyle Galley at first in his 5th year. A 2010 grad of Rice. And he walked him. And Brother Rice has taken the lead. That's an RBI walk by Tristan Crane. And it doesn't get easier. Here comes Tyler Fox.
Seems a little reminiscent of Game 1 so far in the way that this has started. Seems to have been following suit.
Indeed it has. Pacey with a strike that caught the ire of some orange and black fans. The Warriors had a doubleheader sweep on Thursday, knocking off De La Salle. Bases loaded, one out. Brother Rice is struck with 3 in the bottom half of the second and lead it by 1. There's a fly ball shallow left / deep short, and this isn't going to do anything, but it's an out. Catch made by Boisenau.
Now batting the catcher, number 13,
and Pacey has 2 outs now and a little bit more of a comfortable situation, Nick.
Yeah, that was nice. It looked like a changeup. Got him out in front. And anytime you can keep that guy from third from scoring with less than 2 outs, it's a plus for you. I think Matt's going to tell him here, keep throwing, and let's get back in here and hit.
Brother Rice has taken advantage in this inning with a combination of walks and infield hits. But sometimes that's all you need in this game of baseball. There is activity in the Eaglets bullpen. And looks like Bradley Hale getting some warm-up tosses. So bases loaded, 2 outs. And you can't take a deep breath yet. Owen Turner, the batter, the ever-dangerous Owen Turner. Strike called. This is a Division I prospect and a guy that's getting some looks from the Ivy League. He's working against a guy who just got offered from Xavier. Anthony Pacey. A lot of high-level baseball being played today in Troy between these two prized programs. The 2-2. Run it full. Nowhere to put them. Bases full. There go the runners. And let's do it again.
Just got a piece of that curveball. See what he comes back with after that.
Orozco at third, Taransky at second, both good speed. Crane at first. It's Pacey against Turner. There go the runners. There goes frozen pizza backwards K. Pacey with a punch out to end the second, but not before damage done. 3 runs by the Rice Warriors, and they will take a lead to the top of the third.
Prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself, shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy, forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
The Eaglets have won 3 straight state titles, and they're looking for a 4th. Brother Rice, their division rival and their local rival, will try to get in the way of that. And Ryan King back on the bump. Top of the lineup for the Eaglets, trailing now 3-2. We've seen a similar pattern. Yeah. St. Mary's get up top, Brother Rice comes back. And you get the feeling that that's probably how things are going to be the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's a game of momentum right now. And so if you're St. Mary's, you're trying to shift that momentum back to your side. And if you're Brother Rice, you want to keep that momentum going on your side.
St. Mary's, 6-time state champions. And that one is hit by pitch. That nips Brustevich Parker, I think, on the neck. And he'll trot down to first. We'll get another look, and he's in some pain. We'll see where that nipped him.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. A curveball that he didn't really finish. Got him right on looks like the shoulder blade.
Yeah.
Neck.
Shoulder blade, deltoid, neck. It all hurts. And Parker's going to walk it off, give the old windmill, and rub some dirt on it. And he's good. Here comes his brother. Hudson Brustevich. Rice by a run, and we've got a timeout. And we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach, Mike Steele. And while we got a moment, want to tell you about State Crushing. And State Landscape Supply, delivery and pickup available, 248-338-3310. They've got topsoil, mulch, sand, and stone. StateCrushing.com. 2 locations to serve you in Oxford and in Auburn Hills. Give them a call today. Beautify that home. It's springtime. Get out there and get it right. Get with State Landscape Supply, 248-338-3310. The confab is over. And look, leadoff man on, 1 pitch in, timeout called. What's being discussed?
Yeah, it's a good break for them right there. You know, you just want to kind of stop whatever's happening from continuing and get your guy back throwing strikes. And
just off the plate. Eaglets trail by a run. And that's a walk, so the Brustevich boys walk. And that'll bring up Grimmer, who's already gone Splash City on the runway already in this ball game. Grimmer with a 2-run shot in the first to put St. Mary's on the board, his second of the week, his third of the year.
He's looking to drive the ball here, and at very worst, move both guys over. Get them in scoring position with less than 2 outs. That's the very worst that you want in this situation if you're Blake Grimmer.
No doubt. 3 strikeouts for King on the day. Brustevich all on the base paths. King going right at him. And that's pretty gutsy after a guy put one into the seats already in this game. Wind continues to blow in. Grimmer didn't have much regard for the wind. He went through it. That one's fisted back, and King's getting nosy.
Getting a steady dose of fastballs here.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising that he hasn't gone to the off speed, but you know, maybe he sees something and he's got an idea.
Couple of seniors going at it. Nobody out. And that is filthy. Strike 3 called. You wondered when the off-speed was coming. There it was. Wow.
Now batting number 14.
It came correct.
Yeah, that's a tight late breaker and doesn't really get above the hitter's eyes, so it's hard to pick it up, and that's a really, really plus pitch out of that kid.
That's an interesting point. You said it didn't go above his eye. So how does that help or hurt?
Yeah, so if the off speed gets above your eye level as a hitter, it's easier to pick up. So the guys that are real effective, they'll throw that curveball, and it just, you know, it's a hard late breaker. It doesn't really get above your eye level. And
there go the runners, double steal. Matt Petrie saw Bob Riker do it. He says, "You taught me that. I'm going to do it to you too."
Yeah, I like it. Get them going.
Eaglets trying to stimulate some offense. They scored 3 runs last contest. And this is an offense that can really put up points. But credit Brother Rice. They've pitched well today. And they pitched well all season, really. St. Mary's did win the first game between these two schools earlier this year, 8-0. And everything's been close since. Jason Oliver, the batter. 2-2 count. Runners on first and second with one out. Big time spot for Oliver, who's really been silent today offensively. Was the winner in game 1. Was the loser in game 2. Could he factor into the decision in game 3? Leaves that one upstairs. Pat the Stat thought it was too close to take, but
it'll be interesting to see what they do here with full count again, if they're going to put the runners in motion or not.
The Brustevich brothers on first and second. Will they be off with a pitch? No, they're not. That one's laced to left. That's down for a hit. That's going to score a run. Rounding third, headed home is Parker Brustevich. Not in time. Throw gets away. Runners advance to third. So Hudson Brustevich to third. Parker Brustevich in to score. And this game is tied at 3 in the top of the third.
Now batting number 16, Will Boisenow.
Clutch hit for Jason Oliver, the guy they call Jolly.
Well, and you wondered if he was going to be a factor in this game, and the answer is yes. Great piece of hitting there.
Indeed. So first and third, and that will bring up Boisenow. So 3 runs on 4 hits for St. Mary's, 3 runs on 3 hits for the Warriors. Boisenow has been very effective with his hitting this year. Boisenow batting .383, and he's second on this team in RBIs. Now has 18 on the year. There goes the runner. There's a foul ball hit down the left field line. Matt Petrie maybe having to get a little more aggressive on the base pass this year. It's not where you can sit back and wait for that 3-run shot from some of the power guys that have graduated from this program.
Yeah, and Oliver runs well too. You get him over to second base and you stay out of the double play.
That always helps. We'll see if he's off here. Not running. And that one's laced into the the dugout. That was a nice catch down there, I think. Who caught that one? Oliver and Charansky talking about something. We got to mic them up here soon. Swing and a miss. King with a K, his 4th of the day. And runners are at the corners in this tie game, but a big one for Ryan King.
Yeah, huge there. 1 out. Just a fast, well-located fastball on the outside corner. Let's see if his teammate can pick him up here. Get this run in.
All right. Vincent Cowdery. Swing and a miss. The Eaglets have games against Detroit Western, De La Salle, and Saline scheduled next week, and Cardinal Mooney also on the schedule. The Mooney boys come to Orchard Lake. No, not Alex and Joe and company. There's a line drive to left. That's a base hit. Into score comes Brustevich. Hudson advancing to third is Oliver. And VC with a 2-out ribeye to left.
And I think he might have had a chance. Oliver kind of put his head down there, and the left fielder bobbled the ball a little bit. And see Coach Petrie's talking to him about it. You just never know as you round third base as a runner. You got to round that bag hard and let your coach hold you up.
No doubt.
But huge 2-out hit.
So Cowdery collects it. It's a go-ahead run. St. Mary's has responded with 2 here in the top of the third. We've got a courtesy runner out there for Vincent, and it looks like Ryan Kirk. Yep, it's Ryan Kirk. Zane Wilson, rather. My bad. So Aiden Donovan with a chance to give the Eaglets perhaps some cushion. Crane a little wide to the glove side. What are you seeing now from him?
Well, I mean, they've just put a couple good swings on pretty decent pitches. So, I mean, all you can do as a pitcher is tip your cap to the hitters and move on.
Ground ball right side. Booted by Orozco. A run will score. Right behind him comes Zane Wilson. The throw to the plate, not in time. It'll be an error on Orozco. 2 runs will score on it. It's now 6-3, St. Mary's in the lead.
Now batting number 2, Luke Crichton.
Yeah, pretty atypical out of him over there at second base. Just ball kind of skipped on him a little bit there at the end, and that's a huge break for Orchard Lake.
No RBIs on the play. Advancing to second is Donovan. And St. Mary's with a crooked 4 spot here as Crichton swings for the downs and collects strike 1. 2 outs, runner at second, 4 runs in. The Eaglets lead at 6-3. The score they lost by in game 2. I think this one's headed for a lot of runs.
Looks that way.
We got a timeout. The sprinkler decided to go to the bathroom in right field.
I think they're just watering the warning track.
Everybody deserves a potty break, and so does the field. And we can't control when it goes, and nor can it. Runner at second. St. Mary's trying to blow the doors open here in the 4th. Luke Crichton, the Indiana commit, at the plate. Strike 3 called on a slider, marginal at best. But not before a 4-run inning in the 3rd. St. Mary's takes advantage of some errors and gets some timely hits. As you look at that sharp slider to end the 3rd inning. We go to the bottom half, 6-3 St. Mary's.
Your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all. And from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Velasquez, Vandermeer, Chase, and Dowd due up. 5, 6, and 7 for Bob Riker and company. 6-3 St. Mary's. They get 4 runs in the third inning. And here comes a lethal left-handed stick, and the Michigan commit, Alfredo Velasquez. Chad and Nick back with you. Ground ball up the middle, and Brustevich will boot it, and that'll be an error. So the oopsies and the errors all around the middle infield in this day for both teams. No discrimination.
Yeah, nothing you can do right there if you're Pacey. You made your pitch. You got the result that you wanted to happen, and sometimes plays just don't go your way. So got to get right back to it, do the same thing again.
He's had some tough luck with some ground balls and placement and fielding and all of it.
Yep.
At the end of the day, though, he's up 6-3, so his offense has picked him up a bit.
That's right.
It's the second error of the game for Brustevich. This is Chase Vandermeer.
Now, pretty good composure out of him, though, as a junior. You know, doesn't look rattled at all. He's got the ball back, good composure, ready to go back at it. I like his presence on the mound.
Yeah. Pacey, a long line of athletes his family comes from. Farmington Harrison, where his father and uncle played ball. Police state championships in football under John Harrington. Pacey made the wise move. He said, there's no Harrison, I'm going to St. Mary's. Harrison shut down, I'm out of here.
Not a bad place to land.
No, it's not. A lot of titles between Harrison and Orchard Lake. Too many for Robin Goddard to even put banners up for. That one's fouled back.
He'll find room.
Oh, he'll find room.
Yeah, he'll find room.
When the game's over and the title is won in whatever sport, I mean, that ball or that whatever is on the wall within 24 hours.
Robin gets it done. Best in the business.
He is the best. The set, the pitch. Strike 3 called.
Love that pitch.
Pacey pounds the inside, handcuffs Vandermeer on an inside corner pitch for strike 3.
Yeah, really good front side curveball again. It has the appearance that it looks like it's going to hit you and then breaks right over the inside part of the plate. Not a whole lot you can do with that pitch, even if you do swing at it.
Swinging a fly ball right field, fairly deep. Kavik goes back and hauls it in. Kyle Kavik, who has not had a lot of minutes defensively, shows off his athleticism here and tracks it.
Yeah, that's that ball's got a lot of topspin on it. When a left-hander turns it around to right field like that, it's a tough pitch to handle as an outfielder, and he did a really nice job there staying with it and dealing with the elements out there.
Kavik, a captain on the St. Mary's hockey team. Called a lot of hockey on the prep. In fact, called St. Mary's and Brother Rice in hockey on the prep. Brother Rice won a state title in Division II in hockey this year. Taransky, a big part of that team. Strike called on the outside corner. This is Alex Cheeseman, the DH, the future UAB Blazer. 2 outs, a man on, 6-3 St. Mary's. Rice with 3 runs in the second and looking to climb back here in the third. The full count 2-out pitch with a runner, Velasquez, off, and he walked him. So that'll bring up a Orozco with 2 on and 2 outs.
Second baseman, number 1, Max Orozco.
And that'll also brew some activity in the Eaglet pen. I know there's a gathering on Wednesday, Orchard Lake St. Mary's and De La Salle. Baseball game. It's a reunite of your 98 team, I believe.
It's this upcoming Saturday.
Upcoming Saturday.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, they're doing the 25th anniversary of the 98 championship and the 20-year anniversary of the 2003 championship.
Right on.
Get to see some guys I haven't seen in maybe since that game 25 years ago.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That is St. Mary's against Cardinal Mooney.
St. Clair. St. Clair now. There was a schedule change.
Mooney bowed out of that one?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
So they got St. Clair for a double dip.
Okay. St. Clair in the house. Former state champion, I believe, St. Clair.
Yeah, we faced them when I was coaching.
Is that right?
In the regional, I think, in 29.
That's a no pitch. Orozco called for time and was granted it, albeit late. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Orozco representing the tying run. That'll move it full, so the runners will be on the move. And a big pitch coming to Max Orozco, the number 9 hitter, with Turansky in the on-deck circle. And now Pacey continues the cat and mouse game and steps off. Oh, the game's within the game.
Yeah, he's just trying to get into a rhythm right now, and if you don't feel like you got it, step off. It's not like the big leagues where you're dealing with a clock and an implication if you step off.
There they go, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Ryan Turansky.
So here comes Turansky, and here comes a decision for Matt Petrie. He's got activity in his pen. He's got bases loaded. Pacey has a 3-run lead, but the go-ahead run now comes to the plate in the name of Turansky.
Yeah, and if you're Pacey, you're a pitch away right now, so he's got to take a deep breath and execute your pitch here.
Gets ahead of Ryan. His brother Mitchell in the Dodger system, playing at beautiful Great Lakes Saloon Stadium in Midland. Sorry about that, partner.
No, it's just that 1-1 pitch is so critical.
Yeah.
It's big to get ahead.
It is, especially in this league where they play 2-3 ball. Runners edge off. Popped him up. Should get him out of the inning. Out goes Oliver. In comes Kavik. And that is caught in shallow right field by Jolly. So the Warriors threaten but do not score. They leave them stranded. We go to the top of the 4th in Troy. Eaglets by 3.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom art supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark.
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
In today's ever-changing real estate and mortgage lending world, the importance of a true professional has never been higher. At Success Mortgage Partners, our mission is for every borrower to receive Level 10 service, and our goal is to get you the lowest rate possible. We want you to have an experience of a lifetime in navigating this turbulent market. It needs to be handled by a real professional. Call Todd Barr today, 734-674-6154, and put 20 years of local knowledge to use for you and your family. Success Mortgage Partners Incorporated supports equal housing opportunity at MLS ID number 130562. Chad Bush and Nick DePonio back here on the Prep. Long Ball Live. This is game 3 of 3. Alfredo Velasquez is on. He's a new pitcher, and he will face the number 9 hitter in Matt Petrie's lineup, Kyle Kavik. And what can you tell us about Fredo?
I mean, he's as good as they come. You know, with that arm slot that he throws from, his breaking stuff, you can see why he's a big-time D1 guy, two-way guy, and, you know, he's legit. He's legit, so they're going to have their work cut out for him here.
We see all the bullets in the arsenal there. Punches out Kavik. And now gets a slide piece over to face the top hitter in the lineup in Parker Brustevich. And that one nearly nipped the shoelaces of number 9. This game of baseball, you learn at all levels. You learn early. And I know that one's fouled into the glove. That is strike 3. So quick work of the first 2 batters. Brustevich is out. I know your father's been a big part of learning the game of baseball and coaching with you.
Absolutely.
How cool was that to have your dad teach you the game and also be able to coach with him?
Number one most influential person in my life as a player and as a coach. I mean, it's incredible that I had the opportunity to have him coach me, teach me the game, and then when I got to St. Mary's, as a 24-year-old head coach, I needed some guidance, and he was right there for me again to help me along that route. And, again, number one most influential person in my baseball life.
That's awesome. We just had a former player come up and say, your dad is one of my favorite coaches ever. And it was unsolicited. He just walked up here and said it. So that's right on point and timely.
Yep, and he's not the only one. You know, guys will come up and say that, and you know that you've done a good job when that's how you're looked upon.
That's right. Hunter Brustevich continues to hit pitching. Hudson Brustevich, and I continue to call him by his cousin's name, who's a NHL prospect, Hunter. A lot of athleticism in the Brustevich family. And it's not over. They've got a couple boys in the elementary school level, I understand. So this is Blake Grimmer. And look, St. Mary's is up 6-3, but if you're St. Mary's, you don't feel real confident or comfortable, I should say. Maybe confident, just not comfortable with a 3-run lead with this Warrior explosive offense.
No, and especially with Velasquez on the mound, you know, they're going to come at a premium from now until the game is over.
1-2-3 inning. Alfredo with quick work of the Eaglets. We go to the bottom half of the 4th in Troy. St. Mary's doubling up the Warriors.
There's just one place where students are students first. and athletics are played with purpose and perspective, that place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Tristan Crane, the two-hitter in the lineup, followed by Fox and Turner. Chad and Nick back with you from Troy, Michigan. Anthony Pacey back out on the bump for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. He's in his first year of duty as an Eaglet, and he's got a tough task working on Crane.
A lot of soft contact, though, today. You know, even though he's given up 3 runs, you know, there's been a couple errors behind him and really not a ton of hard-hit balls out there for him.
Really hasn't been. Pacey's line thus far through 3 innings, he's given up just 3 hits, 3 runs. 2 of them earned 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. So the inaccuracy has led to some of the runs that have been scored upon him. And the others have been some bleeders and some infield hits. And
That's right.
Nick's right.
That's right.
Hasn't really had too many balls barreled up on him. But there's the bugaboo, and there's the walk, and that is a leadoff walk, and that's boo-boo.
Yeah, we'll see how far Matt lets him go here in this inning, and if he's going to get anybody up and running in the bullpen or let him figure it out.
So that'll bring us to Mr. Fox. And he grounds one to second. Could be 2. Second for 1. Relay to first. It's an Eaglet double play. 6-4-3 double play. 4-6-3 double play. And that erases it quickly. Pacey finally gets a ground ball he can love.
That's right. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play ball.
Well turned double play, too. And you can credit the infield. That was Oliver to Brustevich to Donovan. 2 for the price of 1. So the base is empty, and here comes OT Owen Turner. Batting cleanup for Bob Riker. That's a foul off the front foot of Turner.
Great job, Am. Great job.
Pacey having fun out there. You can tell an intense competitor, yet enjoys playing this baseball game.
Yeah, you got to have fun out there.
Outside corner, strike 3 called, and a stare from Pacey into that Brother Rice bench as we go to the top of the 5th. Pacey, another punch out. That's his 7th of the ball game.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
We are The Prep. I encourage you to please follow us on social media. First off, if you'd subscribe to us on the YouTube channel you're watching on right now, we'd appreciate it. And you can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and if you want to give us a comment, questions, whatever, email us, please. We'd love to hear from you. info@theprepsports.com. If you'd like to become a sponsor, we'd love to have you. We're still growing our sponsorship. Very thankful for our 8 loyal sponsors, and we'd love to keep growing that number. info@theprepsports.com. Like our socials, follow us. We appreciate it. My name's Chad Bush. He's Nick DePonio. Robert Sherby, the Sherbster, running the controls as the executive producer. And we got a great crew here, and we're thankful for them as well, working on a day that's not below 40 degrees and rainy. That's sort of an oddity for this group. Tough, talented group that we're a part of. And this is Jason Oliver. And that is a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Top of the 5th inning, 6-3, St. Mary's trying to put a 3-game losing streak to halt. And Jolly will lace one up the right side of the berm. Happy Saturday night. What do you got cooking for Saturday night plans? Anything hot? I know Milford downtown is jumping.
Yep, Milford is a great little town, but you know what? I think I'm going to, after games all day between my little ones and here, I think I'm going to just kick my feet up and relax a little bit.
Attaboy, you deserve it. You've been to what, about 15 games today between your sons and your daughter and your broadcasting duties?
8:30 a.m. start, got us to the field at 7:45. Came from the field straight to here, and here we are.
Doing God's work.
That's right. Wouldn't rather have it any other way, though.
Glad to have you.
I appreciate you having me.
No doubt. That's Jason Oliver on at first via the walk. Alfredo Velasquez is first. Squares to bunt, and that is off the net. This is Will Boisenow, who's sort of been that surprise guy, and he's been one of the guys that's emerged. You never know how a season's going to go, and there's always a name that surfaces and all these big-time bats and names and scholarships, and Will Boisenow has been the second-best RBI producer on this team, and he's been a great story. That one's laced to right center, Wynn playing tricks, and it's hauled in by the right fielder Fox for out number 1.
Yeah, what's surprising that he looked to possibly play a little small ball there with Velasquez on the mound and runs at a premium. They made a good pitch there.
Indeed he did. So Oliver back to first. Double play depth up the middle against Vincent Cowdery, who had an RBI single his last time up and was a big part of that 4-run 3rd inning for St. Mary's. Eaglets with 2 runs in the first, 4 in the third. Rice with all 3 of their runs in the second. 6-3 St. Mary's. There goes the runner, pitch outside, throw down to second, and Oliver's out by a mile. Owen Turner with a seed to second.
Yeah, that's a heck of an arm and a quick slide step out of the pitcher, and he got rid of it quick, and here we got a chance to see it. And the ball beat him by 2-3 steps.
So Cowdery up now with nobody on and a 2-strike count. And Fredo a strike away from getting out of here. And there he is. Another strikeout for Fredo. He's put a little gauze on the bleeding, and he now has collected 4 Ks in this game. We go to the bottom half of the 5th in a banger in Troy. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Are you a hiring manager or a business owner looking to hire professional, high-quality employees? Well, then give Bill Wineski a call today and the Headhunter team at 248-343-6027. The Headhunters specialize in placing hard-to-find C-level executives, accounting and finance, engineering, supply chain, human resources, and operation leadership. They're easy to work with and recruit the talent your company needs to thrive. The Headhunters also offer a guarantee that their candidates will stick with your company. So call Bill today, 248-343-6027. 6-3, St. Mary's on top, bottom of the 5th, about to begin. Pacey back on that bump for his 5th inning. Swing and a miss, Alfredo Velasquez. So the pitchers going at it against each other right here. Fredo fouls it back. He'll have some choices, and Michigan will have some choices. Two-way guys and choices. It's good to have.
Yeah, you kind of let it take its own course, right? Run them out there in both spots and see where you end up panning out in.
You bet. Crichton on his horse. This one's skied to center. Luke in the gap. Makes the catch for out number 1. It's been Pacey all the way for St. Mary's. Chase Vandermeer, the batter. Not sure what the applause was for. Pat says for nothing. Pitches upstairs. So time winding down for Brother Rice. And this is an opportunity. Well, I think we might have a baby brewing. Kyle Galley has left the building. And his wife Stephanie expecting this could be the moment. How about that? Okay, that's what the applause was for. We wish them the best. Full count. Got him on strikes. Pacey with another K. His 7th of the ball game. Make it his 8th of the ball game. And there's quickly 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a fantastic curveball there. Full count. Pulls the string on him, and he's really settled in here in this inning. And from last inning, a 7-pitch inning, into this one, just a continuation. So, doing a nice job.
Indeed. This is Braden Dowd. 5'10", 185, left-handed hitter, also a wide receiver in football. So Mike Steele will come on and replace Galley at first base. Not often a coach gets replaced mid-game, but sometimes it happens.
No, a very worthwhile reason to exit the building.
Yeah, not an ejection.
Yes. Yeah.
Fouled away. Little bit of wind today, but nothing to complain about weather-wise here in Michigan. Nothing wet and nothing too cold. Inside and low, it's a walk, a 2-out walk. Brother Rice will now bring up Alex Cheeseman, the DH today. A fastball just below the letters and a strike called. Brother Rice trying to get something going. They got 7 outs to work with, down by 3. Brother Rice will take on UAD on Wednesday on the road in Detroit before going on the road to take on Liggett. There goes the runner, swing and a foul back. The Catholic League semifinals are at Comerica Park on the 19th of May, and the finals will be played on the 23rd and 24th, or 23rd or 24th. There's a flex date there. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. Pacey with a K. And he's feeling it. Talking with his hands, walking off that mound.
It's the Italian fire right there. Gotta love it.
Here it is. And there she goes. The bottom fell out. 6-3. We go to the top of the 6th. Eaglets by a field goal.
Your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Aiden Donovan to lead things off. He'll face Velasquez. St. Mary's by 3. Eaglets led 2-0, then saw their lead go away in the bottom half of the second inning. A 3-run Brother Rice second, and St. Mary's would come back with 4 in the third. And then we have not seen runs since then. It's 6-3 Orchard Lake, trying to avoid a 4-game losing streak, something they have not heard in a long time around these parts. Velasquez on in relief of King, and he's done a fine job. He's thrown a lot of zeros up.
Yeah, and if you're St. Mary's here, you'd love nothing more than to push another run across here. Give yourself a little bit of breathing room because you know Rice is going to keep coming at you.
And it is a leadoff walk.
Now batting number 2, Luke Crichton.
And Matt Petrie will make a move. It's a running move. And it's Ryan Kirk who did the kicking for Jermaine Gonzalez in football this year. Jermaine, the first-year athletic director and football coach at St. Mary's. And the third AD in the Central Division to be an alum. The other one is Brother Rice, Jeff Calcaterra. And the other one is at Catholic Central, Aaron Babbitts. We've got a timeout on the field, and that's it for Alfredo Velasquez. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and meet the new hurler for the Warriors right after this.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com. Are you prepared?
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today, and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
It's the trusty Tristan Crane on in relief for Brother Rice. And we've seen Tristan Crane already today on the hill. I believe we saw him in game 2. Yeah. And look, he's going to face the bottom half of this Eaglet order. But the leadoff man got on. Bob Riker makes a move. And he's called upon to shut the door down and keep this a 3-run game. So, Luke Crichton, the batter. Good swings out of Luke today. And a base hit up the middle. Squares to bunt in a sacrifice situation here. Crane's going to go to second and get the force. A little bit too firm back up the box. And there's one out and no advancement.
Now batting number 1.
Good job by Crane.
Yeah, ball. Want to get a little bit better of a bat angle on that if you're the batter and get that ball onto the right side and move your runner. Didn't happen. Made a good play on him.
So here's Kyle Kavik. Kyle with a big cut. We've seen him take a lot of slap shots from that right side. He rockets one to left down the line and caught. Velasquez in left with a running catch. And Kavik has been robbed of a couple of really good swings in this game. Fine play by Al.
Yeah, that was another really, really good swing that he put on that ball. And Fredo got a good jump. I mean, as soon as the ball's hit, first step, he's right on it and kind of able to get easily around it.
2 outs now, and that flips the lineup to the top for Parker Brustevich, the Notre Dame commit. inside, and it hit him. Oh, boy. And Parker Brustevich in some pain, and
yeah, he's got to take the magnet off today.
We'll see where it got him. It's the third time he's got hit today. Remember, he got hit in the deltoid earlier. And I don't know, did that get him in the ribs? Ow.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
So, first and second, 2 outs. Crane trying to get out of dodge. Well-placed fastball on the outside corner. Matt Petrie's going to go to his bench, and he will pinch hit Charlie Hardenberg. So Hardenberg will pinch hit for Hudson Brustevich. So Brustevich has been lifted in this game, and that's interesting. Maybe the best hitter today for St. Mary's, and he's no longer in this contest. Keep an eye on that. First and second, 2 outs. 1-2 count to Hardenberg. Another new face this year that's getting some minutes and trying to do right by him. Charlie's been a program guy, a senior, and he's getting a spot and a chance here. Crane coming right into his kitchen. Six runs on 6 hits for St. Mary's, 3 runs on 3 hits for Brother Rice. There go the runners, fouled back. Hudson Brustevich was lifted in the bottom half of the 6th defensively. So Jason Oliver went to short. That's his natural spot. And again, the infield's sort of mishmashed right now with Ryan McKay out, the everyday second baseman. Hardenberg went to second, and those were 6th inning defensive changes. Thank you, Pat. Strike 3 called. Nearly hit Hardenberg, and it's called strike 3. Strong slide piece to end the Eaglet 6th like this.
Begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
So Anthony Pacey's day is done. His line is complete. And Bradley Hale, the side armor, and the senior has come on in relief. The final line for Pacey He strikes out 8. He walks 7. He gives up 3 runs. 2 of them were earned, and he only gave up 3 hits. And he's in line for the win. And they'll draw upon Bradley Hale to come on for the save, to come on in the 6th. Not a save opportunity yet. But look, Brother Rice gets a chance to face somebody other than Pacey, a guy that they really never figured out in this game.
Right. And you're lifting him for a guy that comes from a different arm slot. So that deception in itself, after seeing a traditional over-the-top kind of a kid, is hopefully what he's looking for.
Yes, sir. So here we go. Orozco, the 9-hitter, to lead it off for Brother Rice, trailing by 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Swings over the top of this Bradley Hale fastball. Swinging a ground ball right side. It's a base hit for Max. So a leadoff single for the 9-hitter, Orozco's 3rd of the day. And that'll flip the lineup to the top to Taransky. So as this game nears towards the top of the hour, it's starting to get dark again. These two teams love the darkness. Their first game, or their second game that they attempted to play on the 19th, was suspended due to darkness. Strike 3 called. Out on strikes. Bradley with a K, Taransky the victim.
Yeah, that's a backdoor curveball that he's going to throw. And that thing looks like it's outside, and then it comes back at the last minute, catches the corner. That's a really, really good pitch.
Yes, sir. Warming up in the Eaglets bullpen is Aiden Donovan. Swing and a miss. Hale says, tell Aiden to sit down. I got this. Back-to-back Ks to start the 6th.
Yeah, you can be really effective against right-handers from this arm slot. You know, they're going to drop down, and it looks like it's coming right at you the whole way. You got to really hang in there as a hitter.
Conversely, you're a lefty. It's a little juicier.
Yeah, you definitely see it a lot sooner. So I think these guys are more effective against a righty, but it's still such a different arm slot that these kids don't see a whole lot. So it can really be effective from both sides.
Tyler Fox, strike 3 called. Bradley Hale fired up. Uno, dos, tres. Hale, yes. Eaglets by 3 as we go to the 7th.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
So Bradley Hale's work is done. He's taken a seat, talking things over with Pacey. And the offense back out for the final time today, perhaps. Tristan Crane back on the bump. St. Mary's by 3, but nothing really comfortable against Brother Rice in their home park and against this offense that's very potent. Grimmer lifts one foul down the left field line. Line shot to center, right up the box. And the Eaglets again have the leadoff man on to start the inning.
Yeah, you can see why this kid is as highly touted as he is. He's got power. He's got bat control. He can drive the ball up the middle for a single. Can drive the ball to the park. This kid's got a lot of baseball in front of him.
And he's having quite a week. Maybe his best of the year. Here's Jason Oliver, who had a big hit earlier in this ballgame and was a big part of the 4-run third inning for St. Mary's. Jolly. So that's a critical runner on first base. Both teams know that that is a critical run. Oliver with 6 home runs on the year to lead St. Mary's. St. Mary's scoring in different ways this year than last. The home run was a big part of last year's team. Of course, Ike Irish, who's now at Auburn, a big part of it. Nolan Schubert, who's tearing up the Big 12, a big part of that. That's just offense, and there's a lot more. How about Jake Dresselhaus, who's at Michigan State, getting minutes?
Yeah, all those guys transition to the next level really without taking a step. They got in there and they're contributing right away.
Not even blinking.
No.
Not to mention Alex Mooney, who's tearing up the ACC. Strike called. Oliver out on strikes. Of course, he was from a couple years ago. We should also mention the great pitchers and pitching performances. Nolan Higgins doing great things at Michigan State on the mound. A lot of contributions. Many more I know I'm missing. Swing and a miss.
Just a special group of kids that came through all at the same time. I mean, we might not see another group like that for quite some time. The Brock Porters of the world. And
Brock Porter. How did I miss Brock Porter?
Yeah, he's getting his feet wet with the Rangers organization.
Yeah, he just had a lights-out performance, I believe, last week for the Single A club down in Charlotte, and opened up some serious eyes.
Yeah, they expect him to have a short time in the minor leagues and to be a big league pitcher here in the near future.
Largest signing bonus ever for a fifth-round pick. There's a line shot, and that is Rob Job, number 3 or 4, that this Brother Rice defense, who hasn't maybe gotten as much pub as they should, they've been flashing leather all day.
Yeah, really good awareness, too, to snap back throw and almost double them off.
The catch made by Vanamede. There's 3 of them. That was Cash. That was Cole.
There's a few of them.
There's 3, yeah. Not to mention their father, who wore that same microphone last week.
Has to be a huge influence on all 3 of those boys and their paths.
Bet. Line shot to left, a base hit for Cowdery, his second of the game. And he continues to click up his heels. So 2 on, 2 outs in the final at bat for the Eaglets on this Saturday evening, perhaps.
Now batting number 21, Jaden Oliver.
That'll bring up a pinch hitter. This is Jaden Oliver. Jaden is the younger brother of Jason Oliver. He's a pitcher and also can swing it a bit. And he'll come on and pinch hit in this role. We'll also get a courtesy runner. Zane Wilson will check in. And a courtesy run for Vincent Cowdery, whose offensive afternoon appears to be over. His work is done. And do we have a pitching change? Yes, we do. So we'll step aside and tell you all about Chase Vandermeed when we come back to Troy. 2 outs in the 7th, 2 men on. Thanks for watching. Back after these.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
So Chase Vandermeed on in relief for Brother Rice. Vandermeed takes over for Crane. He comes in with 2 runners on, neither of which he's responsible for. But the Notre Dame commit, another two-way guy. And Chase has got some skill out there on the mound, too, to go with that infield ability as well.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to see him yet in person, but just watching these warm-ups, he's got tremendous whip and arm action. Very much free and easy with his delivery.
Good size, good athleticism. We know the toughness and athleticism from basketball as well as baseball. And he's going to toe the rubber and face the youngest Oliver brother. Be fun to see the Vandermeed brothers against the Oliver brothers. That could be a 3-on-3 special. I wouldn't want to play Chase in basketball, though. Rugged big man that can beat you to the ball and the basket. Strike called. Jaden Oliver to pinch hit. He also can pitch it a little bit. Runner at second is Grimmer. Runner at first is Wilson. Courtesy running for Cowdery. And strike 3 called. So, a strikeout with a slide piece. And here's a final look at that. Oliver punched out. We go to closing time. Here come the Warriors in the 7th for their final at-bat, perhaps.
Begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all. And from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. #GBrandUSA. G-Brand USA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Four, 5, and 6 due up for Bob Riker in his 32nd year as the bench boss at Brother Rice. Chad and Nick back with you. Bradley Hale back on the bump to face the heart of the Brother Rice order. Bottom of the 7th. And Hale has been impressive.
Yes, he has.
And he continues that here.
Absolutely, getting ahead there.
Sliders popped up and chased out of play. That's back amongst the customers. A lot of customers here today at the Warrior Complex. Some have stayed for one game, some have stayed for two, and the ever faithful have been here for 3 games, including this wonderful hardworking crew. Up and away, Robert Sherby, your executive producer. Evan Westfall on replay. Kristen Jackson on audio and graphics today. There's a line shot to third on a hop. Brustevich Parker to first. And quickly one out. Actually, that's Jaden Oliver who's come in at third, and that was a nice little pick and grin.
Yeah, sure was. That ball got on him pretty quickly, too. Hit it on the screws and stayed with it. Got the lead guy.
Brad the Boss Ross on camera today. Rob Sarna doing a great job. High home. Wearing the throwbacks today in the powder blue. And Fish. We got Fish on the camera? Yeah, Fish on camera. Did some audio and graphics earlier. Nick DePonio doing a great job on color commentary. And that is a hit by pitch, and Velasquez will do what tough guys do, sprint down to first.
Number 19, Chase Anime.
And who could forget Pat the Stat on statistics today? Thank you, Poppy. Appreciate that. Good crew on hand. We'll be back at it on Wednesday. St. Mary's and De La Salle from Orchard Lake. With a 3:55 airtime from Dan Petrie Field. Yes, Dan Petrie, the father of Matt Petrie, the head coach at St. Mary's. Longtime pitching coach at Orchard Lake. And, of course, you can find him on Tigers Baseball, doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Does a great job. Not many people talk about the other Petrie, Jeff Petrie, who's only a 13-year NHL veteran. And he's a St. Mary's guy, too.
Yep. Had a chance to coach Jeff as a high school senior.
Is that right?
His senior year of baseball was my first year coaching.
Oh, wow.
And that was right in his transition time when he decided to pursue hockey over baseball, and it ended up being a good decision for him.
It's a good decision. I'd say so. One of the best defensemen in the league for a long time. Dowd skies one to first base. Brustevich circles it and makes the catch, and the Eaglets are 1 out away from win number 20. Here comes the Cheese Man to try to keep the line a moving. He represents the tying run. Kind of sneaky how that tying run came into play.
Yeah, we'll see if Matt wants to go no doubles here defensively, or if he's going to play these guys straight up.
Lots of choices to be made here. So this is Alex Cheeseman, and a lot of talk about what to do here. What's the biggest piece to discuss and communicate as a head coach here?
Yeah, well, what you want to do is you want to keep the batter off of second base. That's your tying run. So you're going to play your corner infielders on the line. Probably going to back your outfielders up and shade them towards the gap and try to make them beat you twice.
All right. Here we go. Runner at first is Chase Vandermeed. Runner at second is Alfredo Velasquez. Their runs really don't mean anything, but this man's run does. The tying run to the plate, and Alex Cheeseman, the University Alabama Birmingham commit. Orozco in the on-deck circle would love a chance. Bradley Hale on in relief has been fabulous. Swing and a miss. And the Warriors are down to their final strike. Fly ball, right center field, not deep. In comes Kavik, and the Eaglets win. 6-3, St. Mary's over Brother Rice, and a fun 3 games played today. Nick, your thoughts on the trio of great baseball played in this park?
The prototypical St. Mary's Brother Rice baseball. 2 of the best teams competing against each other and putting it all out there, and it was just a pleasure to be here with you in the booth and to call this game, and had a ton of fun. I appreciate it.
Had fun. Great job. Let's do it again.
Absolutely.
Your final score here today, 6-3. St. Mary's wins it in Game 3. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you on Wednesday afternoon from Orchard Lake. St. Mary's takes 2 out of 3 from Brother Rice. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching. We're The Prep. So long.